What's good? What's good? I'm back. Yours truly, one and only Paul Pickett, host of the Paul Pickett Podcast, aka Triple P, aka the Common Sense Podcast, your source for music, sports, politics, world events, and much, much more. Today, I'm going to react to the hypocritical city of San Francisco crying for more police after they voted to defund the police. You know, I swear, all these people that say the words defund the police out of their mouths, these people don't think about they don't think about the idea of this past their own ass. They don't really think about this. They just shout it to the fucking rooftops and don't even put any common knowledge or common sense into this shit and really, go through it and understand what would be the results of no police. I mean, you got to be dumber than a fucking bag of bricks. We'll be all victims of shit. But before we get into that, let me give you a word from Dizzle.
Joke got me addicted, ain't no coke. Let's just have a toast. Anybody want some smoke? Cause it's up, I be dizzled up. Catch me sipping with my double cup. Can't just have one, you gotta double up. You pour it, gotta watch it bubble up. I ain't gon' lie, I cannot get enough. When Callie said I need another one, gon' have you coming back for more. But go get it while it's hot, before it be sold out in your stores. That dizzle.
That's right, that Dizzle. And you can Dizzle too. Dizzle is a premium luxury liqueur mixed with agave tequila, French cognac, and orange liquor mango mix. And it's the only one in the U.S. market. If you want to order your very own bottle or bottles of Dizzle premium luxury liqueur, go to dizzlebrand.com, click on our locations, click on one of the top 3 website links. I recommend Emilio's Beverage. Please remember, you must be 21 and over. Shipping and handling is included. Below that's locations in California, Oklahoma, Kansas, and Arkansas as well. Coming soon to a city or state near you. And also, you can order, Dizzle pretty much in every state online. And I'm also looking into is any of these door dashes delivering Dizzle from any of these spots. We're going to find that out soon. And we're going to let you know. Don't forget, they got the merch as well. Go to dizzlebrand.com, click on merchandise store. You got the hats, t-shirts, hoodies, and more. Or go to etsy.com, search Dizzle Brand, or go to etsy.com/shop/Dizzle Brand. That's etsy.com/shop/Dizzle Brand. All right, let's get into it. Black conservative perspective, Greg Foreman. Talking about the hypocritical city of San Francisco, which voted to defund the police, and now they realize they shot themselves in the foot like a jackass because they didn't even think about it. I guarantee these morons and idiots did not even think about this shit past their own ass. Let's get into it.
Zero, and a homeless person stole my sunglasses when I'm trying to make change.
We've been begging for more footbeats and for more officers.
She's batshit
in the
crazy.
Mission District. I've been begging this department to give the Mission what it deserves in terms of police presence all year long. And I have been told time and time and time and time again, there are no officers that we can send to Mission. It hurts, and I feel betrayed by the department. I feel betrayed by the mayor. I
gotta stop for a second. As you notice, these are tweets that are popping up as she's sitting there saying, I've been crying for a year to get more police. Well, 3 years ago, you stupid bitch, you bitched and complained about police. You told them we needed to fund and the police, this, that, and the third, cut back their budget. And now, like a jackass, y'all shot yourself in the foot. You didn't. That's the thing. This dumb bitch did not think about this shit. She just fucking went along with the program. Yeah, yay, yay. Let's defund the police. Let's make us all fucking victims. Idiots.
Betrayed by the priorities of the city?
No, bitch, shut up. Betrayed. You betrayed the city when you first bitched and complained about defunding the fucking police in the first place. This bitch is such a hypocrite. She's a dumbass bitch, stupid, dumber than a bag of bricks. There's nothing nice I can say about this bitch right now. She literally asked for this shit.
It is not this Board of Supervisors' priorities. We want our residents safe. We
No,
don't
you
want our
don't.
residents getting shot, getting assaulted.
Okay, you dumb bitch. If you wanted your residents safe, you wouldn't have fucking defunded the police in the first place, you stupid, moronic, idiotic bitch. You know, I'm going to tell you what, man. She's a good fucking actor or actress, whatever the fuck you call it. She can sit here and put on this fucking horse shit of an act. But you asked for this shit. You asked for this shit. These motherfuckers practically begged for this shit. And now they got what they asked for. They got what they begged for. And now they want to, do a 180 and go back on what they said and they were. This bitch has got to be the dumbest hypocrite in America. Let's keep it moving.
Getting killed because in the mission, chief, it's not theft. In the mission, people are getting shot and killed. In the mission, people are getting beat up. In the mission, people are dying.
All right, guys, so we got to talk about San Francisco, a.k.a. San Francisco, okay? Because that is what the city is. It's sick from extreme progressivism, which, in my opinion, is the biggest domestic terror threat to this country, right? Extreme progressivism, okay? It is the biggest threat to our so-called democracy, right? Or republic, whatever you want to call it. We have an example here of you get what you vote for, right? A lot of these people come out here and they vote for things, they ask for things where they don't actually think about the negative consequences of what they're actually asking for. Because,
and what did I say? These jackasses, there's no way they think about this shit. There's no way they think about defunding the police. Because if you did, you would have enough common sense and common knowledge to know that defunding the police just makes more people more victims. That's all it is. It's just more victims. Because once you sit there and say, oh, there's not going to be as many cops, we're defunding the police, we're getting rid of police, we're putting less cops out in the streets. The criminals, hold on, let me go big screen on this one. The criminals are doing this. They're licking their chops. I guarantee if there was no police, you just take one town or one city and have zero police. You wouldn't even be able to go to check your mail without having to carry a shotgun. I guarantee it. You wouldn't be able to go to a grocery store without a shotgun. These people don't apply common sense and common knowledge to these radical ideas. And I would argue, like he said, they don't even freaking think about the consequences of these ideas one bit. Let's keep it moving.
they've been told that, hey, you're woke and that you're supposed to be against or for these things. You're actually not taught to think about, again, what are the negative consequences or ramifications of the things that you vote for. Now, one of the things that Democrats have pushed, okay, and in some cases they've gotten across the country, is to defund the police. Okay, the radical progressives like this woman right here, Hillary Ronan, wanted to defund the police in 2020. Right? She wrote this. Okay, she says, I want to make it clear that I believe strongly in defunding the police and reducing the number of officers on our force. For decades, we've had an imbalance in our city's budget, with hundreds of millions of dollars going to SFPD to have them do work they're not qualified to do. Yeah, so she said this after the George Floyd riots of 2020, okay?
Of course she did.
However, now, fast forward almost 3 years later, she is now begging the city for more police officers.
And that's the thing. You don't get to defund the police and then ask for more police officers. You don't get to do that. You don't get to say, oh, we're going to pay you less money, but we still want you to do a fantastic job. What business on the planet are you going to pay people less money and give them less money and they're actually going to work harder? They're actually going to do a better job. Nowhere on the fucking planet. Because why the fuck would anybody with any common sense work the same level of hardness when you've literally cut my pay? You've cut my pay. Because defunding the police, I guarantee it resulted in probably cutting pays or cutting police off the force, having less. That's the thing. So cops are supposed to do more with less. They already got there ain't enough police already to police the whole United States. There's not even enough police to police every single criminal act in the United States. I get the notifications every day, man. Dude kills his wife and kids, or a woman kills her kid. Man, there's crazy criminal shit going on every single fucking day. But these jackasses would rather have zero cops. So we all would have to go to the grocery store and carry a fucking bazooka. Because you would need a bazooka to go to the grocery store if there was zero cops.
But before we get into that, fun fact, San Francisco used to be known for something good before being known as a crime-infested city. They used to be known for gold. And that's why the sponsor of this video is Noble Gold. The second and third largest bank runs in history happened this week. This means that the government is going to take steps to guarantee all deposits. This means more money printed from the government. Thousands have approached Noble Gold Investments to secure their wealth with gold. Gold is the most stable asset outside of government control. Hurry and go to noblegoldinvestments.com to secure your wealth and get a free 5-ounce America the Beautiful coin if you qualify. noblegoldinvestments.com, noblegoldinvestments.com. But remember, there's always a risk of investment and there's no guarantee of any kind.
We've been begging for more footbeats and for more officers in the Mission District. I've been begging this department to give.
This lady's such a liar. No, what you begged for is to defund the police. And now that you realize, now that you've actually thought it through, you've actually applied some thought with that pea size of a brain you have, and actually thought about the consequences and circumstances of defunding the police. Oh, now I've been begging. What a hypocrite, man. What a hypocrite.
The mission what it deserves in terms of police presence all year long. And I have been told time and time again, there are no officers that we can send to mission.
Of course there's no officers, you fucking idiot. You defunded them. Of course, you jackass, you moron, you dump it in a bag of bricks, people, man. When you have this idea, I want to get rid of police and have less police. Yes, there's not going to be enough police. Common sense, common knowledge that I don't think these radical liberals even have. I mean, they could go to college and get all the book smarts from these radical, far left liberal professors, but these professors don't teach them any common knowledge or any common sense. You know what? Take your little college degree and shine that son of a bitch up and shove it up your candy ass because it's worth nothing. I'll take my master's degree in common sense and common knowledge any day over your master's degree and whatever the bullshit you got it in.
It hurts, and I feel betrayed by the department. I feel betrayed by the mayor. I feel betrayed by the priorities of the city. It is not this Board of Supervisors' priorities. We want our residents safe. We don't want our residents getting shot, getting assaulted, getting killed, because in the mission, chief, It's not theft. In the Mission, people are getting shot and killed. In the Mission, people are getting beat up. In the Mission, people are dying.
Yeah, so the people of San Francisco are dying and getting beat up, okay? They're getting shot, they're getting killed, they're getting murdered, they're getting terrorized, okay? But again, back in 2020, she voted for this. This is what she wanted. This is what she said she wanted to happen. And in response, in 2020, Mayor London Breed redirected $120 million from law enforcement to fund other city initiatives.
120 million. That's a lot of money to be gone. That like this idea that you take away $120 million from any business on the planet. You take away $120 less operating costs, and they're still gonna function properly. They're still gonna perform at a high quality level. No, this is horseshit. This is the only person this bitch should be blaming is herself. Go look in the fucking mirror at your dumbass self who applied no common sense and no common knowledge. You didn't even apply any thought. There's no way. There's no way anybody applies a single thought into defunding the police when they say it. Because that's not the solution. You know, and I've heard enough. You know what the solution is? Solution is we probably need to put these cops under like quarterly psych evaluations. We need to make sure these cops stay in better shape. They don't become fat, donut eating fucks, you know, that can't fucking wrestle a damn teddy bear to a fucking ground and shit. We don't need people that are scared shitless for their life every time they do their jobs. We probably need more ex-military. And another thing, like this is the thing. A lot of people want to be a cop, and right now, I would argue public enemy number one and public enemy number two is okay. Police are probably public enemy number one right now, because that's the thing. Like, you get one bad cop, and everybody just assumes every cop is bad. You know, they make assumptions. They just throw everybody up in the same box and whatnot, you know, throw them all in the same barrel. One cop does something bad, oh, they all got to be rotten apples and shit, you know. So being a cop and being a straight white male, that's public enemy number one and two. Like, people look down on cops before they even know anything about them. You don't even know anything about their character. And that's, to be honest with you, that's another way I judge how prejudiced a person is. How prejudiced are you towards cops that you don't even fucking know? And how prejudiced are you towards dogs you don't even fucking know? And I think right now, just the way people are so prejudiced towards cops that they don't even know, and the way people are prejudiced towards pit bulls and dogs they've never even been around. This world is full of a bunch of prejudiced people. A shit ton of prejudiced people, you know, a shit ton. Yeah, this lady, man, like, I hate to cuss up a storm, but like, I don't want to hear you sit there and bitch and complain about defunding the police, and then bitch and complain about there's not enough cops, and try to point the finger at somebody else and blame somebody else when you need to be poking yourself in the fucking eye and blaming yourself. And I'm gonna say it a trillion times. Anybody that says defund the police hasn't even thought this shit through. They haven't even used their pea size of a fucking brain to realize the consequences. Because that's not the solution. That's not the solution. The solution is better police and more better police, not less. You know, like these that's another thing, man. Like, these people make excuses, and their solutions are voting for things they haven't even thought about. Clearly, they haven't even thoroughly thought about what voting on this gets you. So, you know, I don't feel sorry for them one bit, you know. And this is what they asked for. This is what you get. Don't be a hypocrite and bitch and complain now when this is what you want. Once again, I want to thank you for tuning in. Paul Pickett Podcast, and I'm out.